after dark. A phone left ringing, a note, a mark, a face on a board. A town holds still, one missing piece against our will. Look close, stay sharp, every detail leaves a spark. Find the trace, find the trace. Hold that line, hold that face. Find the trace, find the trace. Not tonight, not erased.
Hello, ATM fam. Today we're going to cover the story of a Jane Doe case from Houston, Texas. In 2012, a young girl was found dead in Houston, Texas. She had no identification, no missing person report connected to her, and no one came forward to claim her. Investigators believe she was only between 15 and 17 years old. Today, more than a decade later, she is still unidentified. But because of one heartbreaking detail, she became known as Smurfette Jane Doe. Very little is publicly known about the young girl's life before her death. That's part of what makes this case so tragic. Authorities believe she was of mixed black and white ancestry. She had curly hair and was estimated to be between 15 and 17 years old at the time she died. When she was discovered, she was wearing a blue Smurfette T-shirt, a detail investigators hoped would help someone recognize her. Instead, it became the only name she has ever had. The discovery shocked investigators. A teenage girl, someone's daughter, friend, classmate, or sibling had died, yet no one seemed to know who she was. No identification was found with her. No immediate matches appeared in missing persons databases. And despite forensic efforts, investigators could not determine her identity. Cases involving unidentified teenagers are especially difficult. Young people can move between cities, run away from unstable homes, enter foster systems, or become disconnected from family and records. Sometimes the people searching for them don't know where to begin, and sometimes nobody realizes they're even missing until it's far too late. Investigators entered her case into national unidentified persons databases in hopes that someone somewhere would recognize her. Her physical characteristics were documented carefully. Female, estimated age 15 to 17, possibly mixed black and white ancestry, curly hair, blue Smurfette shirt. Despite the details, the years passed without answers. No confirmed family connection, no public identification, no known name. It's easy to look at a Jane Doe case as just another file number, but this was a real teenager. She likely had favorite music, favorite foods, and dreams for the future. Someone may still remember her laugh, or wonder what happened to her after she disappeared. The nickname Smurfette Jane Doe may help people remember the case, but it also reminds us how little is known about her life. A child should never become anonymous. In recent years, forensic genealogy and advanced DNA testing have solved many Jane Doe cases once thought impossible. Investigators across the country have identified victims decades after their deaths using family DNA databases and genetic genealogy techniques. There is still hope that one day Smurfette Jane Doe will finally get her real name back. Somewhere, someone may recognize the details of this case. Again, estimated age 15 to 17 years old, possibly mixed black and white race, sex female, height 4'7" to 5'3", weight unknown, hair very dark brown, wavy or curly and shoulder length, held back from her face with a standard bobby pin. Her eye color was unknown. She has a small build. Growth arrest lines in her thigh bones indicate she may have been malnourished or suffered an illness as a child. She had 22 ribs instead of 24. Asymmetry to her skull That means that the left side of her face didn't match the right side of her face. That is what asymmetry means. So asymmetry to her skull that may have been visible in her face and may indicate an illness or syndrome. Her dentals are available. She had a pronounced overbite and dental fillings in 3 of her lower molars. She also had severe tooth decay. The crowns of teeth 3 and 14 had been destroyed by cavities, and their alveoli, which is the tooth sockets where the tooth fits into the gums, were infected. Teeth 1, 2, 16, 17, and 32 either never developed or were removed and the alveoli had healed. Her fingerprints are not available, but her DNA is available. She was wearing a blue-green short-sleeved T-shirt that didn't have any size indicator on it, with Smurfette on the front with daisies and the words, "He smurfs me not." Tan cargo pants size 5, a black bra size 34C, and pink thong underwear. She didn't have any jewelry and there were no personal items with her. Her body was discovered adjacent to a gated driveway, approximately 20 to 25 feet from the side of 12755 Walters Road in Houston, which leads to an oil field. She was placed in a double-bagged black plastic garbage bags. Isotope testing shows that she likely grew up in South Texas, probably in the Austin or San Antonio areas. A blue Smurfette shirt. Maybe someone remembers a friend who vanished in 2012. Maybe a family member disappeared and was never reported. Maybe the missing piece is still out there. If you know anything related to this case, contact local law enforcement or the appropriate unidentified persons database. The information for notifications will be in the description box below this video. Details matter. Even the smallest detail can matter. Until her identity is discovered, she remains known only as Smurfette Jane Doe, a young girl without a name, a case without answers, and a mystery that still haunts Houston more than a decade later. If you want to help keep cases like this visible, consider sharing this video and subscribing for more coverage on missing and unidentified persons cases, because every unidentified victim deserves to be remembered, and every family deserves answers.
Last seen by the gate, just after dark. A phone left ringing, a note, a mark, a face on a board. A town holds still, one missing piece against our will. Look close, stay sharp. Every detail leaves a spark. Find the trace.